All right. Someone else is asking, are you two lesbians, and do you think being a lesbian is cheating on your male partner? Love is love.
Love is love.
Is love.
Period.
And what we do in our bedroom is
none of your business.
Hey guys, Murugi Munyi here.
It's Lydia KM.
And we're back again with another episode of
The Messy In Between.
It's
definitely TMI. Guys, welcome to episode 31. And I feel like this might be our bombest episode yet because we are in comfort.
We are in comfort. Guys, we are just so... By the way, if you ever want to know where we get the outfits that we are wearing in the actual episodes, please check out our Instagram because we always mention there.
We always
TMI
do
podcast
because
KE.
we are in comfort, we are sat down, we are relaxed.
We have wine.
We ching ching.
No sip for me.
One sip for me. Joanne is banned for
Lydia
reasons
said that my eyes are...
For reasons we will not explain right now. But if you go on our Instagram page, we usually give all the tea over there. But guys, today we are doing a Q&A. I feel like it's been a really long time coming without us actually just...
We've only ever done one, actually.
And was it on our YouTube?
Yeah, it was on YouTube. We did one, like season 1 or season 2.
Yes, so I feel like it's about time we did a bit of a catch-up, right? A bit of a catch-up, do you know what I mean? So that's what we're going to be doing today, guys. But before you do anything else, we're going to give you a pause so that you can either subscribe to whether you're on the podcast platform or on YouTube. We're giving you a pause now. Okay, cool. Let's continue, guys. So we had asked you guys to ask us any questions you have on our Instagram page. That's TMI Podcast KE. You can also follow us, Murugi Munyi and Lydia KM, for more content. We are on Instagram 24/7, guys. We don't take breaks. We are there every day.
Actually, one of the main questions that people kept asking is, can we have more than one video in a week? And we're like, because we give you so much content on Instagram, like literally, guys,
our individual pages.
Come and see videos, come and see snippets, come and see my pisha, come and see my stories. There's so much. We give you guys so much. So follow us on Instagram for sure.
Yeah.
Now, these questions, Lydia hasn't seen them. I've seen some of them. I haven't seen all of them.
Yeah.
But there's a mix of like people asking us about us. There's some like very like basic questions. Then there's some deeper questions. There's people asking us advice. There's just a whole range of different stuff. So just keep watching if you are looking to be entertained.
It's true.
And to have a conversation. You know, I love videos like this because I feel like it's part us and part them.
And
part
I love that. Yeah. And it feels like I was saying, it just feels like the content is going to come so naturally because it's question, answer. And as usual, guys, we don't lie.
We don't.
Honest conversation about life as it is.
Life as it is. Okay, fine. So let's kick off with a question about somebody else. So this lady says, is it a red flag when this guy, I don't get any calls from him, he stays for almost 5 days without talking to me. I feel like I'm forcing things, and when I tell him we break up, hataki.
Red flag.
I mean, I feel like by the time you're asking, is this a red flag? You know it's a red flag.
And like, you're saying that you're the one who's forcing things.
Gosh,
so there it is. The proof is in the pudding.
The proof is in the pudding, right? Okay, next question. Someone says, do you believe in second chances? Do you think it's important to own up to your mistakes?
I think it's important to own up to your mistakes 100%. More alleviates the guilt and the shame that comes with a mistake when you own up. Yeah. I'm human. I fucked up. Here we are. And also second chances, but it depends on what. And that threshold is for everyone.
Exactly. I also believe definitely it's important for one to own up to their mistakes. However, I don't think second chances are guaranteed.
They're not enough for everything and everyone.
Like you can't come expecting, just because you've owned up to your mistake, by the way, it doesn't mean that you're now guaranteed a second chance. Because it's to the mercy of the person who, I guess, you wronged or you made the mistake of, who can decide whether or not to give you a second chance. For example, I'm more likely to give my husband a second chance because I'm stuck with him for life. Not stuck, but like, you know, I've chosen him.
But also life, not for murder.
And not for murder.
Yeah.
I mean,
murdering a child, murdering one of your kids.
What's the scenario?
Oh, do you know what?
What's
Good
the
night.
Why are you bringing my kids into this?
No, because even if it's somebody who has so much leeway, there's still a limit to everyone. There's an extension I'm giving you, but
and it depends on so many things. It's
who
not
the person is,
what have they done. There's no like yes or no, but yes, second chances are there. Definitely people should own up to their mistakes. Next question. What has been significant in your life in shaping you into who you are today? One thing.
I
would say motherhood.
Yeah.
I would say motherhood has been significant in shaping me who I am to who I am today.
Yeah.
Like I can't, sometimes when I think about my life and who I am right now, I can see myself outside motherhood, but I feel like who I am even outside motherhood has been shaped very much so by being a mom. Things like teaching me empathy, what it's like to put someone else before yourself, things like appreciating
even
my maturity, appreciating just like the fact that there are circumstances beyond just what is best for me that are important in a human life, in a human being's life. I feel like motherhood definitely has shaped me into.
I don't know if it's like an event, but I feel like, does self-development count?
What made you feel like self-development is important?
I don't know if there's an event that like sparked it that was life-changing.
For you?
Go on.
I feel like your childhood trauma has significantly shaped who you are today. What you've been through with your dad, seeing the separation between you and your mom, growing up in a culture which is not like your home culture. I feel like
my childhood as like actually
I think
that is
really
like a lot to be honest. And you know, when I talk about childhood traumas, people think that, you know, my dad was kind of like beating us or anything, but it wasn't like that. But trauma is interpreted more than anything. But yeah, you're right. My childhood, without that, who would I be?
Who would you be?
Who would I be?
Exactly. All right, next one. Is it normal to feel left out in a friendship, especially financially?
That's interesting.
Yeah. I feel like maybe what they mean is like, okay, maybe you're in a group of friends and your friends are probably better off than you, and then you are not really that well off.
I personally feel like friendships where the conversation about money is not open, this is like usually the case. So I don't know, I want to go to Kempinski and maybe that's not the budget. If you're unable to say that's not my budget, can we go to a picnic? This other place I had gone the other day and we just like hung out and it was like 500 bob. Without being able to communicate, it's gonna seem that way because I'm talking from my budget and you're talking from your budget, but neither of us are talking to each other. So then that's why it can be left out. That happens all the time because as you grow, people change. I don't know, maybe someone's husband's a billionaire or they become a billionaire overnight. That's not something you can control. So it's normal if there's no communication.
I would say that it's very common, but it's not normal. You know what we call normal means like it's something which is like, oh, it's kawaida, everyone goes through. No, but actually it's common. So a lot of people go through this because you're unable to set boundaries or you feel shame around money or you feel unable to communicate. You feel like maybe people will look at you differently if you communicate what your position actually is. So it is common, but it's not normal. I would say it probably sounds like you need to just be more open about and I guess it's not in my budget. It's not in my budget, and it's not a you problem because I feel like generally in African culture we have such, I don't know if it's shame.
Hush. Even abroad, people don't talk about money like that.
Has money, it's like you don't really want to say that you have money or you don't want to. I thought about this the other day when I was posting something and I was like, oh, should I say the price because people will think that it's too much money? And I was like, but why if it cost like 200 bob, I wouldn't feel that way. But not because it costs a lot. I feel
it's
like
above majority of the people.
Exactly.
And there's also so much shaming with people having money.
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh people do that all the time.
Release. So tight.
Oh. Freedom, babe.
Oh my
you
God.
Deserve it.
Thank
you. Deserve it.
Oh, just scratch. Oh, God, it feels so good. Thank you. Okay. But yeah, I would say you just need to, if you're feeling left out, you should just have a conversation.
Yeah, just
and sometimes a lot of the things that you think are problems might not even be a big deal to those people who you think
they might be like, oh my God, we didn't even know. Of course we can do this picnic.
Exactly. But it requires brave or courage on your part, I guess. Yeah. Why isn't TMI on TikTok?
Honestly, guys, between the amount of effort, what?
No, yeah, I'm agreeing with what you're saying.
Between the amount of effort it takes to keep our social medias alive, not even thriving, just alive. And then the fact that we have TMI page, which we do ourselves, to have somewhere else where we create content. Honestly, we don't want to be in a place where we are not consistent because you'll be getting one TikTok a month. I tell you this now.
Or creating substandard content.
Just to say that we are posting.
But the kind of content that you would find like on TikTok, you'll probably find it on our Instagram page because sometimes we create on TikTok, but it'll be like on my TikTok, and then we put it on our Instagram page. I know. So we are
not yet to open TikTok.
But pray for us, guys. That's why we start making so much money. We can hire a social media manager.
Imagine
we'll be on Facebook and Twitter,
and even LinkedIn. We will enter. We will enter.
We'll give you advice about how to write your CV for being a content creator. Exactly.
Watch out.
Okay, next question. Someone is asking, how do you make money in campus? Because in campus, I wasn't making. Oh no, but I had a summer job.
But actually, while I was in school, I wasn't making money.
Yeah. I had a job where I taught myself how to sew. I think I've mentioned this to you before. I taught myself how to sew, and I started making clothes for like family and friends, and eventually like people in my campus and whatnot, and I was making money that way. I feel like how you make money in campus is the same way you would make money outside of campus. It depends on how much money you have to begin with.
It's true.
And it just basically involves monetizing your talent, whatever that is. And I feel like these days, even if you don't have talent, you can just find something to sell. Like people find things to sell all the time. Even go to Dubois Road, buy some earrings for cheap, and then sell them for a 50 bob markup in your campus. Even something like that can work. People,
but you being able to be like, instead of going out this one night, I'll just save this money so I can do something. That's really the question.
That's
really
the
question.
That's not the answer people want.
That's really the question, because all of us probably had way more financial freedom as far as how much we were getting from our parents, as in it was just like an open bank account. But then did you discipline yourself? Did you say, I want to do this so I can do this? That's really the thing.
Or you don't really want to have to tell your friends, I don't have the money.
I know. That's not in my budget.
That's not in my budget.
I know, but yeah, I feel like you could save a little bit with what you have and see what you can do with that.
Absolutely. Yeah. All right, we hope you have answered your question. But for specifics, you can DM us on Instagram. You can tell us, I have this much money and I'm trying to find which kind of business we can do. Exactly. Someone says, what is the right age for a girl to be married?
I mean, are you new here? Are you new here? I think you're new here.
First of all, if you watched our last episode on being single and thriving when you're single, you know there's no right age.
And we do not believe with all of these things. These things that people mark up on women. We think it's total crap.
Absolutely.
I feel like the right time is the right time for you. And that is different for every single person. So if you're feeling like you're being rushed as opposed to feeling, I'm ready.
I'm happy.
That's always go with what fits you, because there's no rule fits all, even though the world wants to tell you that all women by the time they're 25 better be locked in, married and having kids.
Yeah, a lot of people will say that when you get to 30 as a woman, your worth or your value starts depreciating as you get older.
Ask J-Lo.
And that girl, ask her. She been married like what, 28 times?
Yeah, and then she's like 50.
Yeah,
she's in 50s.
We're like, oh girl, and they say that now a man, once he gets to 30, he now is appreciating in value, because now he's probably more financially stable. Yeah, and now he has his own home, his own land, whatever.
Biologically speaking, there's a truth to that, right? However, because of the world we live in, you can't think like you are a caveman or a cavewoman.
Agreed.
Like those rules definitely were right at a particular time, but right now my only worth is not to bear children. The man who I'm with wants me to be a present wife, to be open, to be creative, to still be myself. There's too many things that go into our world right now for you to be guided by only my biological clock.
Exactly. Yeah. Agreed. So there's no right age, babe.
There isn't.
And please do not, please. And if you need to rewatch our last episode, please go and rewatch and rewatch again and re-listen if you're listening on a podcast platform. All right, next one. Someone says, how about you give us a video 2 times a week?
I know we've heard that. We've heard that.
But
so guys, we're the kind of people who we're like, if we embark this journey, can we be consistent? Consistency is our name.
Exactly.
So we don't ever want to start something just because we're in the hype of it, or our schedules are a bit relaxed, and then we just do it for I don't know, 2 weeks, and then we can't keep it up. We're not able to keep it up at the moment, guys, and we would love for you guys to be patient with us, because they will get to a time where maybe we're able to do it.
Get us to 100K.
Get us to 100K this year.
Yeah. And we are doing it.
We're doing it. 100K this year. Yeah. We are doing it.
We promise.
We promise.
Yes. Someone is asking, is it safe to go into family planning at 22? I'm really confused. Or is it too early? If you are sexually active,
you're not, it's not too early.
You need to be on family
planning. If you're taking that,
if you're writing that,
then you need to be on family planning, period. And also it doesn't, one of the things which was really scaring me is because of like the hormones, and like it affects you so much sometimes, but not all contraceptives are hormonal. We are on the non-hormonal IUD, and it's worked fantastic for us. So just go to a gyna, and you can find what options are best for you.
Condoms, by the way, condoms are family planning. I don't know, people always make it seem as if they're not.
Condoms because their rate is not as high. That's all.
Although physically, like in terms of physical, what do they call them? Physical contraception. The top two in terms of protection is condoms and the IUD.
Yeah.
The non-hormonal IUD.
Yeah.
IUD.
That one's the best. The non-hormonal IUD is the best.
Girl, yeah, it is. Yeah. But definitely if you are sexually active or if you're having any kind
get on it.
Get on it,
Trust
girl.
me. Yes. The younger you are.
Yeah.
Oof. Yep.
I know. And I wish, I don't know, I wish it could become more commonplace. There's an episode we did about contraception from Nigani. You remember that? And we were talking about how people need to have access to it as early as possible. Because if you're having sex at 16, then you need to be on family planning at 16.
Period. Yeah.
Otherwise, we'll just keep having teenage pregnancies. Someone is asking, what is the age difference with your partners?
My
Zach
age
is old enough to be Mike's dad.
literally 10 years. If he had him at 10. If he had him at 10. So I'm 30. I'm turning 31. I keep thinking I'm turning 31. Anyway, I'm 30 and Mike is 27.
Yeah. I am 31 and Zach is turning 38 this year.
So he's 37
right now.
Yeah.
Which is, he's basically 40. Yeah.
Wow.
Woo, wow. All right. What is your opinion about unfriendly friends?
They're not my friends.
They're not your friends. If they're unfriendly, they're not your friends.
Good night. They're not your friends. And let me tell you, I really observe the energy I feel around people. And I can't remember the last time I left an environment and I felt deflated. Everyone around me is...
oh, you remember? You remember.
Ooh, I remember. But those are my friends. Those are my friends. But people who I call my friends, every single person is just like a warm, beautiful energy. And it took a while for me to kind of see who was making me feel tired. Yeah, so if someone you're feeling it's unfriendly, they're not your friend. Let it go.
Yeah. For me, it's taken me a while to get to that place that Lydia has gotten to, where it's like, why do I continue to be with this person? Because sometimes you feel like a sense of responsibility towards the friendship when you've been with that person for so long. Or maybe this person is part of your group of friends, and so it's hard for you to like leave and stop being friends with this one person because it means you don't get to be friends with other people. But you know what? Trust your dopeness and know when you deserve better. So me these days, someone can just talk to me
can't even imagine one small little energy like that. I'm just like, it's not my bills you're paying.
It's not my bills you're paying. Damn. All right. Someone else is asking, are you two lesbians and do you think being a lesbian is cheating on your male partner? Love is love.
Love is love.
Is love.
Period.
And what we do in our bedroom is
none of your business.
We are not lesbians. I'm not a lesbian.
Yeah, we're not lesbian, guys.
Yeah.
We just have a really good friendship.
Yeah, and we're just
what ghetto are you guys in that you think if we're this close, we are lesbian?
Yeah, we are really affectionate, I guess. Is it a Pisces thing to be really affectionate?
I don't think so. You say you're not even affectionate generally.
Okay, but except with someone who like only Zach, maybe only Zach and like you.
Yeah.
And Nelly.
Yeah.
Not even with my kids.
Really? Yeah. That's interesting. Yeah, I'm fairly affectionate. Yeah, I'm fairly affectionate. Yeah.
And if you are, so her second part of the question was, do you think being a lesbian is cheating on your male partner? If you are a lesbian, you wouldn't have a male partner.
You wouldn't have a male partner.
Yeah.
That
is just, it's not, yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't think being something can be cheating. Cheating is doing a physical
thing.
Or you can't, being something is not cheating, but it's definitely deceptive.
And they will be down for it.
It's definitely
in a heartbeat.
I know, right?
Oh God.
Like, oh babe, by the way, I'm lesbian. He's like, wow, why did you tell me?
Interesting.
Men are trash. Honestly, jeez. All right, someone else is asking, thoughts on having sneaky links with an ex? Have you healed?
Yeah, have you healed?
Because it's a slippery slope.
It really, really is.
You start saying, oh, I don't even remember why we broke up. Then he reminds you and then your heart all over again.
Yeah, that one is like, there's so many sneaky links you could have.
Yes.
Why that one?
Exactly. Yeah. How can I require marriage from my man?
You want to make someone marry you when they don't really want to.
Oh, but how do we know he doesn't want to?
Or at your pace. Yeah. Right? I personally feel like women definitely should take control of their narrative a bit more, i.e. there's nothing wrong with telling someone, oh, hi, I would like to be getting married at this and this time, as opposed to somebody telling you and making that the narrative of your relationship. I personally feel like it's okay for both of you to be like, I want this and you would. First of all, the second you tell a man when you want to get married, his body language will tell you. It will tell you whether this is it or you're about to.
I'm so glad I didn't have to cross that bridge with Zach because he brought up marriage first. Like even before we started dating,
he's already 2 days.
Exactly at 2 days.
At 2
he was already saying
days.
So I thank God about that. But what I feel is that sometimes women tend to bring that conversation up from a very serious point of view. Like, let's have a conversation. I want us to talk about marriage.
Yeah.
But I think it's nice to just like maybe bring it from a point of view of like, I love you. I see myself with you in the long term, and then just say it's something that I would love for us to be married one day.
Yeah. And I don't even know what one
July
day is.
2024.
Yeah, maybe not so specific, but when me and Mike were getting together, I just wanted to be very clear, because one of the things which was making me feel like I don't necessarily want to invest in our relationship is our age difference. And I didn't want to be in a situation where you're coming along with me because you love me, as opposed to this is something which you actually want. So I was clear and I told him exactly what I wanted, or the roundabout.
Which is?
Shut up.
She wants you said it already in our
This is not what I said now.
Oh.
Then when we got together, I told him that.
What you told me. This is called TMI. If you're not giving us TMI,
so
why
let me
did
finish.
You name the channel TMI?
You just finish. Let me finish.
Okay, fine.
Anyway, mind you, there's a topic we wanted to do, but she refused to do.
Me?
Why? Why?
Hey.
Anyway, so I told him around when I wanted to get married. I told him like when I was 29. I was 30.
Yeah.
So I told him in about 5 years, I want to be married and definitely a mom, right? Yeah.
In 5 years.
35.
But you already have TMI is your baby.
Good night. Anyway, so that's what I said to him. So that's like, if that felt too far from what he wanted, that's the time to have a conversation.
But
before
men will,
we
even
agreed.
if it's the case, do you think men will ever say?
But this is what
they say?
No, they won't. But when you look at someone, when you say something like that, men unfortunately are not sayers, but they will just even the way he's gonna respond to you. And also, I didn't say it just then. I said it again, and I'll say it again, just so that if we're not on the same page, it would just be clear. I'm the talker, so if I don't talk,
we can tell you're the talker.
Really?
We can tell, yeah. But I think Mike definitely wants to marry her. But he's obsessed with her, and she's obsessed with him, and it's
definitely
disgusting.
After last episode, when I realized that single was great, but he hasn't removed anything from my singleness. He's added. Yeah.
It's such a
more
delicious,
in love,
beautiful thing.
More in love.
Yeah. So have a conversation with your man and just read the language. Yeah.
And if he's not on it,
Exactly. All right. What are your thoughts on anal sex?
Have it if that's what you want.
Yeah.
Live your best life.
I personally support it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
support it.
Yeah. If you want to do it, do it.
I don't want what they should do.
First of all, do not do it with a raging animal.
And do not do it when you're drunk. Anal sex is not the one for being drunk.
And also when people are all over the place, they don't know which one they're entering. No, you don't want it to be a surprise. We don't want surprise entries to Sim 2. I feel like you should be with someone who is like, walk with me, slow with me, and be comfortable and do whatever it is. Plenty of lube. Don't just be going there free fall.
Definitely do research. It's not going to be the way it is in the pornos. Because in the pornos, it's just like, wow.
It's just like, oh my God. Listen,
crying afterwards.
My friend, it's more,
Nate. Yeah, exactly. Like, okay, let's try tomorrow.
Yeah.
Let's try tomorrow.
Exactly.
Yeah. But it can be enjoyable if now, after you give it some time and you've towards
and done it well in comfort.
Exactly. Okay, no, that one. What would you want to tell your 20-year-old self? Leave that man. Oh, God. He's not the one, and it's not going to work out. Oh,
you are everything you
think you are.
Believe you can be. You already are. You already are, babe. Trust me.
Lead.
Yeah.
Wow. I would also tell myself, stop trying to lose weight. You're still gonna be fat at 30.
Oh my God.
Next one. What thing did you learn about life that gave you so much grace and peace? For me, that it moves on.
Wait, about life?
Yeah. What one thing did you learn about life that gave you so much grace and peace? For me, I would say that life goes on. That no matter how bad it feels like this moment is, you're still going to get to nighttime. You'll still sleep. Tomorrow you'll still wake up, and the world is moving. The world keeps moving day after day, night after night, and life goes on. And it feels like, oh my God, how can I get past this moment? How can anything? But it moves and it goes on. And after some time, it's not so bad.
For me, what I've learned is that life is mostly in your head. Your perception about your life it has more to do with the quality of your life than anything else. There's somebody who has more than maybe everything I want, and they literally are just like, oh. You know, life is so much in your head. Yeah. So when I learned that if it's in my head, see, my head is mine, and I can control that. I can decide. So I can decide how I view my life, and
I feel like knowing that makes you feel so powerful. Yeah. It makes me feel so powerful. Like when I wake up and I'm just like, oh my God, I'm immediately like, I realize I'm like, wait,
excuse me,
I'm my mind, and I can decide that today's going to be a good day. I am
choosing for a shitty. No, not me. And I change it. Yeah, exactly. It really empowers me.
Absolutely. Your favorite sex position? Cowgirl.
Ooh.
I like to bounce. I like to bounce.
That's doggy
Really?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Hey, where?
Me, I feel like
I feel like I have stars in my eyes.
But you know me, the problem with doggy is that first of all, there's just no dignity
to it.
From what we're saying, you act like this against the. And then also I feel like it leaves too much power to him. You know what I'm saying? It's just like
sex is about power with this one.
Yeah, but also it's like one wrong move. And like
same too.
It's too.
No, for me, doggy has like all the elements I like, especially if he's like coming over your shoulder and like you can kiss, and then.
Why are you kissing?
It's good. Oh yeah, she doesn't kiss during sex. Many things are happening, but yeah, for me, I think it's doggy and. Missionary.
And missionary is so nice.
It's just right.
It's just lovely.
It's just right. And I'm here and
I like missionary when like the finishing towards the end. Then so that when it's done, it's just like, oh, we're here
kissing,
together. Like, I love you so much.
You kissing and loving each other.
At the end of the sex, not during. I know. Who does that? Yeah. If you know, you kiss during sex, and follow right now.
Wow.
Kidding, don't. Next one. Have you guys ever had a heated argument? What was it about? People are always asking this. It's like they really want us to fight.
Babe. Not today, not ever. No. A heated argument, no.
What did we even have a heated argument about?
I feel like we are really both invested in never fucking this relationship up. That one person's brain will be on.
It's gonna be like,
if it's not you, it's me. You know, someone's gotta be on.
It's gonna be like, are you really going to? You're going to put TMI on the
You're putting everything work.
Yeah,
okay. No, I feel like we're so invested.
Exactly.
So no.
All right, someone else is asking, is it wrong if I'm not attracted to men? There's a lot of lesbian questions in this, whatever.
There's nothing wrong with that. I know you're being told that. I know you're, actually, that I think we might have to. Yeah. I know you're being told that. There's so many things and so much homophobia that you're being told there's something wrong with. There's nothing wrong with it because you can feel it. You are feeling it right now.
And no one can tell you what you're feeling is not the right thing to feel.
How? You're not, who are they?
Yeah, who are they?
No.
Exactly. Here's one. It's from a guy. Do y'all like not responding to DMs or leaving them unseen? What's the point of opening them initially?
I feel like we are definitely top tier of DM repliers. I feel so.
I feel like the reason why I would not respond to a DM that I've opened is that sometimes you'll open and then the DM ends up being one that requires you to focus like in that moment. And maybe at the time I was responding, I wasn't at that moment going to be able to have the
it's not intentional to look at someone's DM. Someone's taken the time to message you and you look at it and you just ignore it.
It's never intentional. If you guys know how much, like, we love you in between us, man. As in the time we take to even respond to comments on YouTube and what we love you guys so much.
We
like
do.
Every single one of you. It's we never take it for granted.
And I think if anything, it should always be seen like, oh, a mistake has happened, as opposed to, oh, we're just ignoring you for the fun of it.
Yeah. All right. How to deal? We're almost done. How to deal with body shaming, heartbreak, sad face.
If someone body shames you, and first of all, body shaming a lot of the time, there's obviously the overt look at you,
ugly fat,
look at you,
baboon.
What are you? But majority of it, it's like it could be a comment that someone didn't know that it was like offensive, you know? Like you come to someone just like, oh my God, why you added weight? You look so good. That's probably a problem for them.
Let me tell you a body shaming I experienced. I think yesterday, there's this brand that wanted to send me clothes. And I was like, oh, I've gone on your page, but I've not seen any plus size women in any of your clothes. And they're like, yeah, because they don't tend to look good in our clothes, but you look good in everything. I was like, so you think that's a compliment? You think that's a compliment? So they're like, me, I look good in everything, so you should be comfortable, but like not other plus size women, but you look good in everything. I was like,
that is horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see now that person thinks that they're trying to compliment Joe, or even little, like a lot of those, someone complimenting you, but really they're like rejecting another group of people. Like that's not what we do. But I feel like if somebody does that, if somebody who especially is around you, be open. I don't like you making comments about my body. I know you might not mean anything bad, but I would like you to not make comments about my body.
Yeah. Actually, one thing I learned when I met Lydia is how somebody who's slimmer can be body shamed, because I feel like I used to make comments about Lydia's body a lot.
All the
time.
It's
because for me, I was just like, what the fuck are you complaining about? You have like the perfect body.
You projecting.
You don't even, And
she's
I realized
that she's about to start shouting at me.
Because when I see Lydia, I just see a perfect person. Like, she's always like, oh, I'm not gonna eat this, I'm not gonna eat this. I'm like, if I look like you, I would just be eating anything.
I promise.
I'm like,
what? You come.
I come.
And you'll see.
You'll see. Yeah. And but I realize, you see, that's me projecting the fact that I don't, you don't even deserve to feel bad about your own body because you look beautiful.
That's not the case.
Exactly.
Anyone can be body shamed, even for anything. So majority of the time, it tends to be based on how I feel about my body. I'm receiving that comment from that place. So it's good to always share with somebody, whether it's something that you're not happy with, and they'll know. If they're not happy to stop doing it, good night.
Good night. Exactly. All right. Please share tips for psyching yourself for sex when you don't feel like it.
Okay, so for me, this one Joe has to take, because I don't want to do it if I don't want to do it.
No, but you try.
Period.
You try.
Yeah, but majority of the times, if I'm in a place of trying, it's like if I don't want to do it, it's rare that you're gonna get me, unless this tends to be my personal issue. It's like I want foreplay to be like a bit like, even the way you're touching me when we're on the couch or whatever, then I will be feeling it, right? But if it's just like nothing, you're over there, I'm over here, then we get to bed, you're like,
that's what I love.
No.
we can't even be in a relationship because we like different things.
No.
I don't like these foreplay things,
I know. No, for me, you know what sex is about.
Yeah. But I feel like you also, I mean, if you feel like, obviously, when you're two individuals, you both have had very different kinds of days. You're both in different moods, kind of thing. Obviously, there are times when he wants to, when you don't, right?
Yeah.
And you just encourage yourself in the Lord, right?
For me, it's rare. If it's
you
rare that,
you just say no.
Yeah.
To Mikey Mike.
Oh,
he doesn't deserve that.
I know he doesn't deserve
that.
For
me personally, I feel like,
especially at night.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is at night.
I'm
ready
in the
to
morning.
sleep.
And then the worst part for me is like after sex at night, a man will just like turn over and sleep. You're there in the bathroom, you're washing,
and then let's see how long it's going to take me to sleep. But I've realized something. God, the reason why you kind of don't feel as clean is because you lay there and you're romancing. Yes. Nope, no more. Romancing, no. Now what I'm doing is
I gave you what you wanted.
Acrobats, go, and then we can do. But this it's gonna be me suffering.
It's you suffering, right? Me, let me tell you, from my perspective, I feel like already I have a very high libido, so it's not that often that my husband will want to have
never.
Sex.
Why are you lying Why are you lying to me between us? Never, ever.
There are sometimes
she's on.
He just needs to text me, hey babe, ready.
She's done.
Play done.
She's done.
But I feel like sex is one of those things where even if you don't feel like, no one ever like regrets the sexual experience, because like at some point, like let it just find you on the way. And this is advice actually we got from a marriage therapist once upon a time, and he told us that you won't always want to do it, but you technically, not that you have to, but think about it, you when you want it, it's so unfair for the only person you can have sex with because you're married is the only person you can have sex with, always saying no to you when you want to do it.
Okay, always saying no, definitely there's a line, but I feel like there's a time when if I start and I'm feeling like he wants it and I really don't want it, it makes me feel bad about myself when I do it. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I really don't want to do it.
Okay, that's the difference between you really don't want it versus you're not in the mood. I'm just like
not in the mood majority of the time. Like by the time
he's doing all this, exactly.
Here we are.
Overactive nipples, I'm sure. Okay, fine. Last one. Okay, I think we've already answered one like that. Advice on how to have a respectful and peaceful relationship with in-laws. You can answer this one also because you just recently met your in-laws.
Yeah, I know this sounds funny, but distance. I feel like familiarity breeds contempt. a lot of people just want to be going, hugging and kissing. You want to be at every lunch. You want to be too much with your in-laws. And in those times, I feel like there can be so much room for disrespect or for, for friction. I personally feel like a healthy distance where I am concerned, I am open, they know I'm present, but we are not getting too friendly. I feel like that for me has always been what I've imagined because I've seen that work for people. If you're living,
if you live with them, so tough. I tell you. Yeah, but anyway, I would agree with with what you say. I have in-laws that I really get along with. Then there are others who we don't even speak. Really? We don't even speak. And for me, I'm fine with that. Because at the time at which sometimes you're getting married or you meet this person, because they are his family, you just feel like, I really want to get along with them. I really want them to like me. But you need to let go of those expectations. There are people just like anyone else, and you might get along, you might not get along. As long as your person, whether it's a man or a woman, your partner is able to be the bridge between you and those people, so they're not able to disrespect you. And then it's just they're like, well, hey, it's my mom. So I can't.
It's tough.
It needs to be clear that you and him are on the same side, and then there's them, which can be blurred sometimes, but it's true. It's tough. But definitely distance.
It's true. I was scared when I wasn't scared, but that nervousness, because even though Mike was telling me, this is not an interview, I am going to tell them.
What is he
saying?
That's
according to him, is like, I'm going to tell them the woman I'm with, and it's not. We're not negotiating about it, right? Even there's a feeling that you just want them to, at the very least, accept you, But because of even the relationship I've seen with my family and other in-laws, I feel like you're right. We're just all people in one group, and we are not always gonna there's nothing to fear. Now I can say that, but y'all stay safe. Y'all stay safe on your day one. Y'all stay safe.
It's like a first date, Cindy.
I would never be that nervous for a first date.
Seriously?
No.
Even if it's the first date with
with the first date, even if it's somebody who I'm so into them, I always look at it like, now this person is more like, let's see if I like them. But your mom is like, there's no negotiation. She gotta like me.
Right? Okay. We hope that has helped.
We hope so.
And that brings us to the end of our Q&A.
I feel like I could have done that for another hour.
Yeah, I know. And this was kind of like a TMI talk mixed with main segment, because we've given a lot of advice. If there's anything we've talked about here that you want us to expound on, like a whole episode, like in-laws, I feel like that can be a whole episode. Betrayal by friends or unfriendly friends, that can be a whole episode. There's just a bunch of things. Even the finances issue, I feel like that can be a whole episode. Sexuality, definitely.
If you have any other questions, just let us know. You can always DM us, as we say, guys. We obviously, unlike the person who said, we really do try our best to get to every DM. So just get on there, TMI Podcast KE, and just ask us what we want. We might not be able to get it at that moment, but we will eventually.
And we try our best. We try our absolute best, guys. We love you so much.
We love you. This has been so fun.
It's been so fun.
I know.
Right? Yeah, don't forget to follow us, TMI Podcast KE on Instagram.
Yeah. This episode 30, right?
This is 31.
31, sorry. So we'll be doing maybe like after the 50th.
After 50th. This is the last one we did when? At like 10th, 15th.
This is the 31st. So we do the 50th. We'll be doing a Q&A just to catch you guys up on what's going on, and to welcome the new in-betweeners, because we are growing so fast, and I know not all of you know all our story.
We love you guys. Thank you so much for watching / listening, and we'll see you in episode 32. 32.
32. See you guys.